So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Red Manx TV video, and in today's video I'll be doing the preview for our game on Tuesday's Manchester United take on Nottingham Forest. If you do happen to enjoy this one, guys, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure, of course, to hit that red button to subscribe to the channel, and also make sure you guys are getting involved in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts and your score predictions going into the game. It's the return of the Premier League, guys, so it is exciting now. There's games coming thick and fast, so there's going to be a lot of previews and reviews, guys, so make sure to stay tuned on the channel. But anyway, guys, let's get on to the preview. So guys, what's going on? So this Tuesday is the return of the Premier League, and Manchester United are back in action as we'll be taking on Nottingham Forest. The game on Tuesday is an 8 o'clock kickoff, but before we talk about the game, guys, and get into the main half of the preview, there's a few other things I wanted to talk about today. A few other topics. I want to talk about the Cody Gakpo situation and his transfer to Manchester United, and hopefully one that will get done in January. We've got a lot of news on that. And also I want to talk about the Jadon Sancho situation, because we know what happened throughout the World Cup. We know the situation going on at the moment. I just wanted to give you my thoughts on that as well, guys. So, smash a like, guys. But let's get in to the first topic, and I want to talk about the Cody Gakpo situation, which over the last couple of days or so, last 24 to 48 hours, we've heard a lot of things going on with the situation about Cody Gakpo. A lot of news, how much he will cost. He wants to leave PSV. PSV are in some financial issue. They need to let players go, and this looks like a transfer that is going to get done in January for Manchester United. And if you ask me, it's a transfer I reckon will get done very, very quickly, because you'll have things going on behind the scenes before the window opens to hopefully get this deal done as soon as possible. But it's a very, very exciting one for Manchester United, because now Ronaldo's gone. We've heard that Ten Hag is prioritising a striker in the next January transfer window, and hopefully we can get Jadon Sancho in as quick as Cody Gakpo in as quick as possible. Because if you know Cody Gakpo is a very exciting player, he's a very gifted player, he's still young, still has a lot of time to develop, and the stuff he's doing at PSV at the moment, and what he showed in the World Cup as well, some of the goals he was scoring and how influential he was. He's a player which is only going to thrive in the way Ten Hag plays as well, because he's quite familiar with Ten Hag. He's not been managed by him, but I think the amount of time he spent in the Eredivisie, probably watching a lot of Ajax games as well, I think he will be very excited to join up with Ten Hag in January and hopefully just thrive with Manchester United, because I think he's a player which will add a lot to this team, because then you have Anthony, you have Rashford, you have Cody Gakpo, you have Martial, you have players like that, Jadon Sancho, hopefully when he gets back to Manchester United. A lot of very exciting options for Manchester United, Eric Ten Hag to utilise. So I'm very excited about this transfer, guys. We have heard that it will cost 44 million for Cody Gakpo's signature, which I think is a bargain. And considering that PSV, as I've said, are in a financial issue, they need to let players go, I think that price is a very, very suitable one as well, which will suit both parties as well, because Manchester United in January, I don't know how much business will go in to get done, because of course we saw a lot of business in the last window of bringing in the late arrivals of Anthony. Casemiro came in late as well, so that's probably why we couldn't get him done in the last transfer window, because we weren't prioritising anyone really, were we? And there were a few late deals going on, ones that Ten Hag probably wanted, a few that Ten Hag probably didn't want. We don't know the full situation on that, but overall they've worked out really, really well, and adding Cody Gakpo to this team is only going to help us get better. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. 44 million, as I've said, there's a lot of things working in our favour with this deal, and he's already said he wants to move to the Premier League, I think under Ten Hag as well, both Dutch, so I think this will be one that does work out. Hopefully, as I've said, I do reckon this deal will be one that gets done very, very quickly in January. So let me know your thoughts on Cody Gakpo, guys, but it's a very exciting thing to look forward to. It's a very exciting player which I want at Manchester United, but do you want him, guys? Let me know down below. But I also, guys, want to talk about the Jadon Sancho situation, because throughout the World Cup we did hear that there was some one-on-one action going on. Ten Hag hired someone to work with Jadon Sancho privately to just try and get him up to speed, get him in the right mental frame, because Jadon Sancho, before the World Cup, and there was a lot of Premier League games before that, he started the season really, really well. I have to give him that. It was very exciting. He was scoring goals. That Liverpool goal, there was another one he scored as well, and he was just looking more like the Sancho we knew from Dortmund, because he hadn't started his Manchester United career very well. It's not been a success at the moment, but you know, deleted his Instagram post. We heard that about that. He blanked out his profile picture on Instagram as well. So there's a lot of things which are very concerning about the Jadon Sancho situation at this present time. But if anyone can get Jadon Sancho back up to speed, back playing his football and enjoying his football again and playing to the best of his ability, it is Ten Hag. Because we've seen what he's done with Rashford. Last season, Rashford was going absolutely nowhere. It looked like his Manchester United career was coming to an end. Ten Hag comes in, gets him settled, gets him playing with a smile on his face, and now he's playing to the best of his ability and probably the best I've seen Rashford play at Manchester United. So he's thriving now. Ten Hag has come in. I think Ten Hag, hopefully, cross fingers, will get Jadon Sancho back up to speed and hopefully back into this team sooner rather than later. But when he was asked about Jadon Sancho in the last game against Burnley, or after the game, he just said, I don't know when he will be back. So it is concerning, guys. Of course, the behind the scenes stuff going on with it is probably more serious than we think, but overall, I just hope he gets back, because I love Jadon Sancho. I'm a massive Jadon Sancho fan, and I want it to work out for him. So, you know, guys, hopefully he does come back very, very soon. But again, there's other options in this squad at the moment and other players that need to step up while he's away. So, yeah, but let's now talk about the Nottingham Forest game on Tuesday. Manchester United returning back to Premier League action after the World Cup. And I don't know about team news at the moment. We'll get into what I think will be going down in the team selection I want to see on Tuesday. But it's going to be a very, very intriguing game, because Nottingham Forest, before the World Cup started, they were getting into some good form. I think 2 draws, 2 wins and a loss in the last 5 games before the World Cup started. And they're finding a bit of form at the moment. And the other intriguing aspect going into this game is Jesse Lingard and Dean Henderson are returning to Old Trafford as well. They both didn't really go out on good ways with Manchester United, so they want some revenge in this game. So it is going to be a very hard game. We saw they beat Liverpool 1-0, and you know they've been getting some really good results recently. So I'm a bit scared about that. But you know, Nottingham Forest are a team which they came up, they sold their whole team. They brought, 22 new players in the squad, and it didn't really start off well, because doing that, it doesn't really work, does it? But Nottingham Forest recently have been getting into, they're really bonding together now. They're finding their feet and they're playing some good football. So it's going to be a very, very hard game. Although they're 18th, there's no easy game in the Premier League, and it will be a game which is very interesting. But Manchester United should be getting the job done. We can't lose this game. The level of that team, we need to be beaten, and we need to get back up to speed as well, because before the World Cup, we put ourselves in a very good position going into it. But again, we weren't playing at our best, were we? The last 3 or 4 games or so, we have been very poor. Yes, we got a couple of good results, but again, we've not been playing to the best on how we were playing when we were grinding out results months ago as well, when we went in that good period. So it'll be very, very interesting to see what happens going into the game. It's at Old Trafford, it's our first game back, and we need to be getting the win. But I will put my team on the screen now. So guys, in my lineup going into the game on Tuesday, so I've got David De Gea returning back in net, Luke Shaw as well returning, and I have got Martinez alongside Lindelof. I do reckon one of Martinez and Varane will start this game. I don't know if both will be available or just in the right frame of mind after the World Cup, so I have gone with one of those to start. We've heard rumours Martinez could start this game, but we're not too sure on Varane because we've not heard much on him. So Martinez alongside Lindelof, right hand side Diego Dallo, and I have gone Eriksen alongside Casemiro in the middle. Casemiro returning back from centre back into that midfield position, and I have gone Rashford, Bruno, Anthony and Martial as my attacking line for this game. It's harsh to drop Garnacho, but I thought because he started the cup game, I do think now Anthony will come in, Rashford will play on the left, and he might come off the bench later on in the game. So that's my team going into the game, guys. Let me know your thoughts going into the game and your lineups as well, and let's get back to the preview. So guys, there we go. It's my team going into the game on Tuesday against Nottingham Forest. Let me know what you guys think down below, guys. I'm hopeful that Alessandro Martinez and Varane will be back for this game, but we're not too sure on that situation at the moment. So maybe expect the likes of Lindelof to play this game, because at the moment Lindelof's our only fit centre back. Varane is still recovering from the World Cup. Alessandro Martinez is still recovering from the World Cup, and Maguire as well. So be very interesting to see what the team selection is going into this game and what players will be back, what players will be starting. So we're looking forward to that, guys. But let me know your teams going into the game as well. I'll be very interested to see your lineups going into the game on Tuesday. But Nottingham Forest and their key players, Jesse Lingard, he's going to have an impact on Tuesday, isn't it? There's going to be something going on with him. He's going to get an assist or a goal, we just know. But like Awanoni, whatever his name is up front, Brennan Johnson, Morgan Gibbs White, a lot of those players in that side which are very, very good young players, which, you know, are still developing, are still getting better. But again, they're coming into a bit of form now, and the players are playing well at the moment. So hopefully we can avoid a shock defeat on Tuesday, which it will be a shock defeat if we lose to this game at Old Trafford, as I've said. A game you need to be winning. So my score prediction, I'm going to go Manchester United 2, Nottingham Forest 1. I have a feeling they're going to score, but I have a feeling as well we're going to get the job done. So 2-1, I'm going to go Anthony to score, and I'm going to say Rashford as well. So yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts going into the game, guys. Let me know your score predictions, but make sure to drop the video a like, subscribe if you're new, guys. But anyway, that's me done, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.